And hello again everyone, we are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Starbound. So, today we're doing another mod spotlight, and as I said last time, it was going to be on this little Gardenbot mod, which makes taking care of gardening and stuff like that so much easier, because then you can just have these little guys take care of it. So, let's take a quick look at the various creatures we've got here. Also, as you've probably noticed, we're in the stable because just, nightly changes. They kind of make showing off mods a bit difficult sometimes, since things that might work one day suddenly stop working the next, so yeah. Anyway, so basically we have our basic garden bot here, which is lightweight and capable of basic gardening needs. So let's see what that means exactly. So we turn him on, and as you can see, he'll start, I guess, just tilling and watering the soil. And if we toss a seed at him, he'll even pick up that seed and then try to plant a crop for us. Isn't that nice of him? And then, of course, we have our V81, which is slower, but cuts plants faster and can also mine ore. That's interesting to know. So let's turn him on, get him working. We can chuck a little seed at him, perhaps. Oh wait, did I just pick up my seed? Yeah, okay, so they will pick up the seeds. Let's chuck another one. And then, of course, we have V82, which loves to watch grass grow, which I assume means that if you have a grass seed, he'll plant grass for you. So we'll just turn him on. I don't have any grass seeds on me, but he'll help out, which is good for him. Actually, let's see. Again, this is a case where I probably should have tested to see all the capabilities of the various robots before I got started, but you know how I am. I don't have time for that. I just like to throw stuff at the wall, see what happens. Anyway, this... as you can see, they will store things. Apparently he stored some seeds. Interesting. Alrighty then. And that's good to know. They'll pick up stuff, and they'll actually harvest this stuff when it's ready, which is why I pre-planted a couple of these things. Just to get an idea here. There's also these lovely garden gnomes and scarecrows. I'm not sure if they have any actual functionality. They might just be there to look nice. And these little things, which I presume... there are little markers that I presume tells your robot, not to go past it. It'll stay within those boundaries. That way it doesn't just run away forever and ever and ever. Which would not be good. Let's drop a couple more of these fellows down and get them to help us with our farm here. There we go. I mean, the more the merrier, right? In all honesty, I really should test some of this stuff. Oh, see, he's harvesting it right there. Like I said, I really should test some of this stuff before I actually go showing it off. Oh, and I just accidentally picked up the pearl piece. But as you can see, I mean, they are picking it up, they're growing it, and I guess when they don't have any more room to plant stuff, they'll just toss it in this little garden thing. And to my understanding, they'll drop it in any chest, but it seemed to me might as well have something thematically appropriate. Alright, so that's pretty sweet. I like that. And we have our little security bot. I disabled monster spawning on this planet, but I presume if you don't have monster spawning disabled, or you're on just, a regular planet where monsters can show up, you might want security so that monsters don't blow up your precious garden robots, which wouldn't be very nice. And of course, we have our woodpile, so we have our little lumberjack robot. He's a lumberjack, and he's okay, as far as I can tell. I assume. Alright, so he's wandering around. The trees are this way, my friend. Don't worry, he'll come back. I have complete faith he'll come back. Man, it is really weird coming back to the stable. I'd also look at this. Primitive, slow walking when moving backwards. What an age we lived in before the advent of all the stuff that's currently in the nightly build. Yes. Anyway, and of course we have our little woodshed here. Mr. Robot, if you don't mind coming back. Okay, he's not coming back. He's gone mad on us. Don't worry. I'm sure he'll come back eventually. Maybe I should toss a sapling at him. That might help him a little bit. Actually, let's go fetch a proper sapling. Almost. Not quite. There we go. Oh, and there we are. And here we go. We'll just chop this down and see if if we chuck a sapling at him, if he'll actually do anything useful for us. Mr. Lumberjack, where'd you go? Mr. Lumberjack. Mr. Lumberjack. Ugh. Yeah, take care of that, please. Alright, so he'll go look for a place to plant that, I assume. You better do it, or it's off to the scrap heap for you, my friend. Ah, there we go. He found his way home. Good for you, Mr. Lumberjack. So as you can see, he'll kind of chop at that there and cut the tree down, which is pretty nice. In fact, he's chopping 2 trees at the same time, because he's just that efficient. Then he'll pick all that up, and then presumably drop some stuff off in the woodpile and also try to plant again. Excellent, excellent. So as you can see, really makes life so much easier. In fact, I'll probably want a couple of these storage things. Eventually, once we get a proper farm going in our colony, back in the nightly build, I'm going to set up something like this so that we have all these little garden robots going around, helping us out, lumberjack robot to provide us with wood, stuff like that. And other things like that. And also, as always, links to these mods in the description below. And also, I should point out, there are several interesting and useful mods that are listed on the mod page for Gardenbot that help add to the experience. I'm just highlighting just Gardenbot in this episode, but when you check it out yourself, you'll see there's some interesting stuff to add to the experience there. So, you know, go check it out. Look at that. Making some nice progress already. Apparently, also, Lumberjack Bot decided that we wanted to put stuff there. Oh, but he is also adding stuff here. So, for some reason, they put the wheat in the wood pile, and I have no idea why they wanted to do that, but hey, the robots are doing a good job, so I'm not going to complain. Now, there's one more robot to look at, so let's go take a look. And that would be our good friend, Mr. Miner 49er Bot. So let's turn him on. As you can see, he just starts mining away. Oh my. He's a mad robot, that's for sure. Alright. So basically, it looks like he'll just kind of mine here, back and forth as far as he can, as far as I can tell. Oh yeah, and he's picking those up. Good for him. And I assume he'll try to drop them off if he finds a chest or something somewhere. And basically, I assume what he's doing is he's going to be looking for... Actually, it looks like his... Oh no, he's got everything. Alright, so he's presumably just going to keep mining back and forth here. And eventually... Actually, it occurs to me, you just leave enough of these things lying around, they'd probably strip mine the whole planet for you. Which could be useful, depending on your goals. I'll get that for you, Mr. Robot Man. There we go. Alright, he is going down. So I assume he's doing something. Oh, and look at that! He actually will automatically place something himself. Which makes me kind of wonder if the other robots will actually place things. But I guess what happens here is... Alright, so I'm not sure why he felt the need to come this way, but I assume the robot knows what it's doing. Actually, maybe it came this way because that's where this is. So I wanted to get within the boundaries. And as you can see, he'll place things here so that you're always at a safe distance away. Oh, and he'll even sort of add stuff there so he's got a bit of a shaft going. That's pretty nifty. I wonder if he'll eventually come back up here to empty his load. This is interesting. I didn't actually know this was something he would do, which is pretty cool. So now we get to see a little bit more of what the miner robot does. He'll just kind of explore around here and look for stuff to mine out. Interestingly enough, also, you'll notice that he's not actually mining out, like, the actual walls. He's just taking... Also, this is a light. Apparently, he has a light. Let's see. Board. The component of this light are of little interest. That's pretty neat to know. He actually will... actually create a completely self-contained shaft, which is pretty nice. I like that. That is very interesting. And he'll put lights, so... Basically, you just plop one of these things down, and he'll create a... He'll mine all the way to the center of the earth, I bet. Which, you know, he might die. You know what? Let's actually... I'll cut away, and I'm gonna just follow him down here, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've actually made a bit of progress down here. We're fairly deep. I think I kind of messed him up here, because I kind of did a little bit of side digging here, and it kind of threw him off. Now he's going back and forth again. Oh, and he is dropped all the way down here. It's kind of odd. I figured he would have set up some stuff there, but I guess because this giant pit is here, he's kind of stuck now. I wonder if he'll work his way up here. I assume that's probably what he's going to try to do, since I imagine he's aware that there is ore there. Anyway, I think we'll wrap things up here. So this is basically just a quick look at Gardenbot 2.0. Pretty awesome mod, if you ask me. And having just a fleet of these things, some of the lumberjack bots, various little garden tending robots and stuff, will make these sorts of tasks so much easier. Also, I think they're not overly expensive, so you can get them pretty early in the game, really. And you can craft them yourself, of course. But, I mean, why craft them yourself when you can just buy them, right? I mean, makes life that much easier, and then you can basically start some automation going. And then life will be grand and glorious and perfect. This is a really awesome mod. It'll definitely make large-scale farming and stuff a lot easier. I mean, it's not... I suppose stuff like that isn't really that difficult, but if you really want a properly sized facility going, it can require a bit of work if you don't use tricks and stuff like building on an ocean world and letting the ocean do the watering for you and stuff like that. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. So for the time being, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, let me know if you have any suggestions for mods you would like to see showcased in a future episode. But in the meanwhile, I will see you all in the next video.